The living organisms and their surroundings. Introduction to living organisms and their surroundings. Two friends went on a trip to the mountains. The weather there was very cold. They saw many different kinds of trees and animals there. They saw oak trees and pine trees. They saw mountain goats and yaks. Later the friends went to Rajasthan. Here they saw camels and found different kinds of cactus plants. The weather here was very hot. Next, they decided to go to the beach in Puri. Here the weather was warm and humid. They saw coconut trees, turtles and crabs. After they came back home, they started thinking that all these places were so different from one another. Some were cold, some very hot and dry, and some places so humid. And yet all of them had many organisms, living creatures, of various kinds. They started thinking if living creatures are present everywhere. They looked around their house, under their bed, inside their cupboards and everywhere around them. They found a cat outside the house, a spider in their cupboard and an ant under the bed. This made them realize that living creatures are everywhere. They then thought about the different animals they saw in different places. Camels in the desert, crabs near the sea, goats and yaks in the mountains. The plants and trees they saw were also very different in all these places. This must mean that different living creatures need different surroundings to help them to survive. A fish cannot live in a desert, and a camel cannot live in water. They need their own surroundings that suit them. Living creatures depend on their surroundings for food, shelter and water. If the surroundings do not match their requirements, they will die. We will learn more about this as we progress with our lessons.